Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2018 WyOpen coverage from Pine Bluffs, Wyoming for the third round. Presented to you by Shy Ride. And commentating today we have Big Mittens, Big Red, Connor Mitz here.
What?
So scores after the front 12. Nate Metzler is sitting at 15 down on the tournament. Justin Cournoyer is at 2 down. Tyler Liebman and myself are tied at 4 down. 12 holes to go. And we are coming up to hole 7 here. And hole 7 is 247 feet, but it plays quite a bit shorter than that.
Yes, sir. It's a fun one. Sure is a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Right off the edge of that side of the
Yeah. And it's straight down.
Oh, yeah. And it's a strong right to left wind. I mean, it was gusting maybe to 45 miles an hour at this point, right to left.
I love seeing guys just pump shots off this thing. Well, you guys are all throwing grenades on this.
That was a grenade in that tree there.
Well,
that's not
Cournoyer says, I'm just going to just slice one down there and shoot about 200 foot past the pin. So, I mean, that's all right. I mean, a lot of people do that and make that mistake.
That's the danger of not throwing a grenade with that wind coming right to left, is if the wind gets under it like it did there, it is gone. Tyler's throwing a grenade here. And that's a good
parks
shot.
It. Yep. A little slim.
That's a really good shot. I think Nate is... Yeah, Nate's also...
Another grenade from Nasty Nate. And he got stuck in that little guardian bush.
That tree's maybe 35 short of the basket.
Depending on where you're at, man, that's a tough one.
So here's Justin coming back, ripping left to right wind, and does the safer thing and puts it into the hill. Here's Nate with that
Nasty
right
Nate.
left wind.
Oh, man.
Just barely carried it to left.
Connor coming out of the bush.
Yeah, and that's
and couldn't get it up.
Little low, yeah. That's a strong tailwind.
That's a tough break.
Really wanted that. Look at this. Look at the conditions Justin has for this putt.
And I tell you, seeing his disc in his hand, it's upside down.
Oh man.
Man.
And the wind still lifted it upside down.
Jeez.
Tyler has a birdie. That's nice. I'll take a par. There's Nate.
Nasty Nate tapping in. Here comes Justin. Square up.
And
taps in for his bogey.
That's it. That's a great birdie for Tyler on hole 7 there.
Yeah, it was. It sure was. On that hole there, you gotta. It's a tough one. It is. It's really tough. Speaking of tough, this is for a 285-foot hole. Not real easy.
Oh yeah, that's so far uphill to the left.
Yeah.
Position they have it in. And with the tailwind, it's just not letting it get up the hill most of the time.
No.
Tyler's throwing, I think, a ballistic pro. He's going fast. And you saw how big that got pushed down.
Yeah, well, that wind's no joke right there. That little valley just swirls down in there, man.
Oh, yeah, and it's, like I said, ripping tailwind, so it's not really pushing anything left.
Is that PD?
That's a Luster FD3, and I tried to cut it way left. And
well, not too bad. At least you got a side hill putt,
yeah.
You know? Ain't bad.
It's going back uphill, which is the big thing for me.
You learned that by watching me?
I think so.
Pretty sure you did.
You know, I've actually never seen it in this pin before today. That's a good hyzer from Nate. It's about where I was.
Yeah, as I say, you guys are about side by side.
I was looking for the basket down to the right, and I'm glad Tyler was on the box, because if he wouldn't have thrown where he did, I wouldn't have known what the basket was.
It looks like he's throwing something dynamic, like an enforcer or a felon. Wow, just parks it, man. Cournoyer, what a killer shot. Did I say that right?
Cournoyer?
Cournoyer.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I think that's just what someone else told me it was, so I'm going with it.
Sure.
So here's my putt for 2. Tyler had a run, but didn't quite get it. And that...
Ow, what a little dancer.
Danced right on the rim. Got the chains. Just,
hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Yeah. Tailwind didn't push it in. Nate's got carried a little bit left. Tapping a 3 before Justin gets up there. Nate, I think, was thinking about doing the same. Now there's Justin. That's a great 2. That's a great drive.
For Justin.
Exactly.
I'm just going to forego saying his last name.
Yeah. Don't want to make any mistakes?
No.
Yeah, that's fine. There's Tyler with a par. And great birdie from Justin.
Yeah, Justin with the lone birdie.
That'll take us on to hole 9. This is a fun shot. I like this hole.
Real fun hole.
I don't know if the Path Right was playing OB. I can't remember if it was today or not. but
yeah, usually it is. I mean, if we ever have league play or anything like that out here, we're using this OB, and the sign clearly states it's OB. So hopefully, you guys all played an OB.
I don't think anyone went OB. I don't want to spoil it, but Justin had a good hyzer out there with that tailwind. Started pushing right left a little bit when we got to that tee pad, and so what's usually a flex up the middle ended up being a nice big hyzer. Tyler's doing the same
Slim
thing.
with just a big old crusher.
And it's kind of getting into that patch of guardian trees.
Yes, sir. Hey, he made it through the good side. He made it to the good side of the trees there, Con.
Yeah, I got an awkward 40-footer. The clouds were just ripping by us the whole time.
Wow, that's beautiful, though. Look at that. Welcome to Wyoming. Old Nate taking footage, too.
He was trying to get a picture of the clouds.
Oh,
yeah. Dale couldn't quite capture it on the camera, but the clouds looked like they were going 60, 70 miles an hour.
Probably doing about 110.
It was beautiful.
Those clouds up top are sailing by.
They were. Nate, he's going for the up the middle shot and got it a little turned over.
He might like that, he might not.
Flexed up the road a good ways, and that's safe.
Yeah, but man, got a lot of stuff to put through and over. But for Nasty Nate, this guy can do about anything with the putter.
So put that a little long, and he had
almost in Dale's pocket.
Yeah, actually, Dale and him were talking about that after the putt.
Nice.
So here, this is
Con dog with a
not really
layup.
A great shot. Yeah.
Yep.
I figured it wasn't worth running.
Well, Slim, seeing what you did, you don't want to repeat that. Hopefully, he shows you how to putt.
Yeah. Well, that wind was blowing really strong up through there with a tailwind.
Well,
I didn't really feel like putting it in the tree behind it. Tyler
says, I'm just going to lay it up to you.
There was a low ceiling there, too. I think all three of us had pretty low ceiling putts. Justin's going right side up with his putter this time.
Hey, that's one in a row. Again.
Oh, man.
Rim job, Justin.
And you know how good of a birdie this is when you get it.
Yeah, that's a hell of a birdie.
So Nate took a long time to set this putt up because he had yuccas on every side of him. There was no possible stance where he wasn't going to get poked, but
for the love of the game.
Anyway.
For the love of the game, Con. It's painful, but hey, we do it.
Exactly. He'll get a par from it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And that'll set up a star par, which in that wind actually felt decent.
Yeah, that's a good one. They weren't birdies, but hey, nobody got a bogey.
Nothing gained, nothing lost. We'll move on to hole 10. It says 162 feet.
My toe.
Or something.
It's like 300 foot up in the air.
It is 162 feet out from the tee pad.
Yeah, from the tee pad.
But it is straight up a bluff.
Yeah, straight up a bluff. Justin, it's kind of like, here, I'll just pop one up here.
That's a great drive.
Yeah, very good drive.
But what you don't see from that camera angle is that behind the basket, it drops off just as steep as it goes up to it. So you've got maybe 10 feet on the backside to land.
Slim just lacing one. Oh, man, and you had to jinx it and talk about that.
That's the danger of doing that.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
What do you do, Con?
Looking at doing about the same thing.
Yep. Oh, man, and the roll away.
Mitch told me I went about a foot and a half over the top of it and then got rolled. And Nate put it right, and that is in the thick stuff early.
That's not fun.
No.
Nor is
That's
your shot.
so difficult. No.
I think I'd rather have Nate's shot, Con.
Well, don't be so sure about that yet. He's throwing a grenade up.
Oh!
And
well, at least he didn't have to go far to.
Yeah, the wind blew it backward into a tree. So now he's throwing a sidearm up, trying to punch it back into that wind, and that gets caught in the wind and comes backwards a little bit too.
Well, Nasty Nate has proven that he's human.
Trying to get up and down and put it right. There's a tree right of where I was going, but it's 15, maybe 10. A little bit of a putt, but Tyler kind of giving it a run, but that'll be a tap in as well. Here's Nate.
Yep, it's out.
I believe this is his fourth shot.
Oh, right over the top.
No.
Oh, no.
Sit still.
No.
Oh,
man.
Okay, it stopped.
All right.
It stopped right there. But it somehow rolled through 3 or 4 different thick trees to get there.
Hey.
And that's rough. Here's Justin. And that's nice to get.
Yeah, nice birdie.
Look at the tops of the trees swing.
They're just a whooping around, bud.
Yeah, if you get anywhere over those, it's not fun.
No, not at all. Not at all. You're going for a ride.
There's
man, that invisible branch always come out and snatches people.
He got the one thing that he couldn't, because that was a good-looking putt.
Hey, there you go, it's your par.
A happy par.
Nate taps in for his triple bogey. Man, he ain't too happy about that, but hey, it's got a little bit of a cushion.
And that's like you said, it's 162 feet, so it doesn't feel like it should be that hard.
Yeah.
But my goodness, is there a lot of trouble if you find it. So hole 11 here is interesting. Par 3, 260 feet. Blind hyzer down to the green.
Yep.
And I'm never really sure how far it is. There's a good aiming point. The long pin's up on the hill, just a little bit, maybe 30 feet up from the bottom of the valley.
I've seen this whole ace.
Oh, did Mark get it for that?
Yeah, the luckiest guy we know.
Yeah.
You had to name him.
I did.
You did.
Shout out Mark Adsit for taking the $600 ace pool on this.
$5. It was only $5. It was only $5.
Was it only $5?
We cap it at $5.
Oh, yeah.
But still, luckiest guy we know.
So most of us are going overstable mid-range on this hole and just trying to pop it down. And
that's good.
I've got those
that's
trees
a good
short,
play.
and that's a pretty friendly roll.
Yeah, it was.
Gave me an extra 20 feet on it and a lot cleaner of a look. And there's Nate. And that got caught by the wind.
Big time.
Yeah, it's so easy to do on this hole. I got a little lucky. I put it low to not get caught by the wind and got a lucky roll. But if you put it high enough to crash in where you think you should, and this wind was too high. It was
Justin coming out of the woods there. Barely see the fella. Obviously, he's got a little bit of a line. Oh man, right over the top.
That's a rough place to land.
Yeah. But man, he was running it. He wanted that.
Yeah.
And Slim looks like he's just kind of laying up there.
Kinda.
It was like
play.
Kind of.
Well, and with the dust out here and the rocks, the ground plays a lot.
Man, you got big skips, rollaways, and
catch a yucca on the
it's
wrong
unrelenting
angle.
out here, bud. It's unrelenting. The minute you think you got a good shot, bam.
Tyler. That'll happen. Just a little low. And I think that was for his par. That was a very lucky roll there, and I'll take an easy birdie.
Yeah, you better run away.
Not disappointed about that at all.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Just an unfortunate bogey there after his putt kind of slid into that tree.
Nate tapping in his par and gonna walk away and let Slim tap in his bogey.
Another kind of unfortunate putt getting caught by the wind.
Blow it off and walk off and play the next one, man. That's how we got to do it.
Course isn't playing too hot right now. As you can see, we're all well over par. Nate's 5 over, myself and Tyler 6 over, Justin 7 over on the round.
Doesn't look like
it was playing tough out there.
Yeah, that's a real windy situation there, Connor.
Really windy. Didn't get much less windy here, but this is the shortest hole on the course.
And it's the funnest. You got the Mando to the right, just pipe one right down the middle.
Yeah. Or don't pipe one down the middle.
Hit the first tree. And
yeah, so I hit the first tree and rolled down the hill to the right underneath that bigger tree. But still only 45 from the basket. It's a really short hole.
Nasty Nate.
Nate's got it piped.
Running one past it, but easy comebacker for that guy.
Yeah, it's still 25. It'll be a little bit of a tester in the wind, but
in the wind,
Nate's hit a bunch of those.
Justin up here. Looks like he's throwing a burst. Burst plastic, I don't know, putter.
And that tailwind just dropped it. But yeah, that's a burst.
Probably a pier or something the way it flew.
Yeah.
That's it straight.
That's a justice from Tyler on a sidearm.
Bam.
And didn't quite hit his line. You can see him kind of turn around smiling there. He knew what he did. This is Justin from a ways out. It's still maybe only 80, 90 from the basket. Such a short hole, but
it's makeable, but man, it's a tough one. Oh, and he rattles the chains. That was only about 60 foot.
That was a great run.
Come on, man. That ain't 90
Oh, that was a ways out. It sure felt like 90 in that wind if it wasn't.
40 foot feels like 100 in them situations.
It was a good putt. So here's Tyler from the top of the hill there, just in front of that gap, and he's going to take a layup either way. I did have a look at this one from just down under underneath that tree.
Yeah, it looks like a little hole you're looking out of.
It seemed unfortunate on the tee pad, but
and he Kansas birdie.
It ended up being a fortunate kick.
Connor, look at you.
Yeah, that one felt very needed.
Yeah,
Fortunate to have the tailwind on that.
So that's
putt,
2 in
too.
a row.
That is 2 in a row.
Hey, shit, look at you go.
Yeah, at least.
Oh, yeah, you better hug some love, you know.
I was desperate for a couple birdies, and to get 2 of them, I was very happy. Nate's got a good birdie there.
So I told you. Told you that was an easy comebacker for that dude.
Yeah. He's been playing well at a few different tournaments this year. It's been good to watch.
Yeah. He's always a contender, no matter where he is.
Mhm.
No matter, for the past, 4 or 5 years, the guy's been on the scene just tearing it up.
Winning some decently sized tournaments, too.
Well,
like
he's won
Bloom this year.
He won the Bloom this year. He won the WyOpen last year, didn't he?
I think so, or maybe that was Kyle. I think maybe
Was it
won
Griffey?
2 years ago. Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle Griffin and his little brother JoJo, who's actually killing it this year.
Yeah, and shout
Guys
out to Nate for
nasty Nate
for the Bloom win, and Tyler for his Snow Mountain Challenge win.
Tyler won the Snow Mountain.
He did this year.
Awesome. What a gift to know these guys.
So this is 13. Usually it plays as just a big spike hyzer. There's that basket on the ledge there, and if you can land it on the ledge like that, you're going to be sitting pretty happy.
You didn't even know it, though. You know why? Because this hole's blind.
It's completely blind.
Yeah, you don't know where the basket's at.
You can get an idea. I've been fortunate enough to play this course a few times. Nate let that one hang out a little wide.
Yeah, that's all right, though. You still got to look. See what Mr. Justin Cournoyer does.
I'm not sure what that is. That may be a felon or
convict or something. Look, something dynamic.
It's
but yeah,
beefy.
That's a nice shot.
And he's up in that ditch right next to the basket where if you can't be on the top ledge, that's a decent place to be, putting uphill.
That looked like a little something west side-ish. One of the Swedish discs.
Yeah, that's up the hill a little bit, but
you
have a comeback coming back at that ditch, though, right behind the basket.
Nasty Nate.
Yeah.
A little bit of a branch, knocked him out of the way. Slim for his birdie.
He's definitely got an open look at it.
Oh
man.
The old chastity, though.
The wind was swirling just a little bit, but we were fortunate enough out in these canyons, just a little bit of the wind died down.
Yeah, you do have that luxury when you're that deep in the canyons and whatnot and all the trees and rocks.
Still see the grass is blowing around a bit. That's a good birdie from Justin. He's happy about that.
Nice putt.
And this is mine for birdie.
Hey, atta girl. 3 in a row. Turkey for Con Dog.
I had to make sure to take my time and tap that turkey in.
Yeah, I can't blame you. You know, you do have what's the time limit on that? 30 seconds on your putt?
I was taking less, you saw.
I mean, but you could have taken 30.
I could have if I wanted.
You know, you should have.
Hey.
It's your putt.
A few different times I should.
It's your time.
But glad to have that one. Justin with another good birdie, and Nate and Tyler got their 3s. So myself and Nate now at 4 over for the round, and Tyler and Justin are at 6 over. Going into hole 14 here. Another one that says it's short, but it plays a lot longer than it says.
Yes, it does.
It's uphill. You've got a massive wall behind it that you can try to crash into, but if you do, a lot of times it'll roll back off the wall and go way down the hill. I'm throwing a grenade to try to not do that.
And you got toppled down by the tree.
Got a tree, but it didn't roll down the hill.
Hey, lucky you.
So,
and you got about a 20-footer.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It'll be up the hill, but
I've seen a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot worse on this hole.
Yeah. It's easy to do if you hit just the wrong tree or the wrong...
Oh, Justin Lacey. Oh, man. Well, he's right up there anyway. He's got a putt.
That looks so good, but the wind just kind of dropped it. Nate's going thumber, and the wind is pushing this a little bit. And
he looked like he was on top.
He is on top.
Oh, man.
He is on top of that rock behind the basket. And it's maybe 8 feet behind the basket, but it is a vertical drop.
Yeah, that's straight down.
Like maybe 50 feet.
Oh, and Slim with the big old whackaroony.
Yeah, he got that roll I was talking about. Look at that. It goes bounding through the woods. But,
man.
You know, if I've seen it get farther down the hill. He's still only maybe 70 out, 60 out.
That's all right. He's up there for an easy 3. Connor looking to sink another birdie, making 4 in a row, huh?
That's the plan.
Well, don't tell me. Hey, there we go. Turning on the heat, bud.
Trying to put something together.
Trying to light a fire under Nate. Let him know you're still back there, huh?
Yeah, he's got me, I think, by 5 at this point after that birdie. 6 if he can make the putt off the rock.
Oh, man. Justin just nicked it into that rock. That ended his chance at a bird.
So here's Nate from up top. You can see exactly how vertical that is. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And
he's just
He's got another one of those shots coming right up.
He couldn't see the basket from there. He wanted it to just fall off the edge. You can see him
and he's
there.
waiting. He's waiting.
A little bit of disbelief, but it took him a minute to figure this one out.
Yeah,
which we were willing to
I'll
watch
give him some time. Yeah.
This was entertainment at its finest.
Well, this is a putt you don't normally see.
No, not at all. So he was just laying up to get in a spot where he could do
and he makes his par.
He said he literally just dropped it.
Epic. That's epic,
man. He said he didn't spin it or anything. He just dropped it. He said from the top, all he could see was the top of the basket.
Well, that was a very nice shot. Here comes Nate wandering around the mountainside there.
Mm-hmm. That's a great par for Nate, and Justin and Tyler also get pars.
And Connor walking away 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Only 3 over now on the round. Going in the right direction.
Yeah. On to hole 15. This nice little 251-foot par 3.
I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's farther than it looks.
It is, man.
Another one that's uphill on top of the
But it's a heck of a nice little Anheuser around all these trees.
Or if you want to play it like me, you can
play it out in the open.
Throw it low into the second tree, and
or you can do that.
You can do that.
That's not a fun way to do it, though.
No, but it is a way.
Let's see what Mr. Cournoyer does. Okay, he's taking a little more of a local route and just taking it out and around, having that safe up shot.
Yeah, and it was a little bit of a left-right tailwind, so that'll push it up toward the basket.
Nasty Nate looks like he's lining up a nice Anheuser. Yes, sir.
Looks like a truth.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is floating, but it gets caught in one of those guardian trees, and you know how thick they are.
They are, and they're unforgiving. Like I've said before, these trees out here don't like you.
There's Tyler going wide Anheuser. And look at that thing just stall.
But hey.
Oh, he's down in the ditch.
He's down in the ditch, but it's a putt.
But it is a putt. It's very, very uphill from there. I'm not sure how outside of the trees he is.
It's probably like a nice little 8-foot ledge, and then you got another 10 foot up to the basket, so it's not a real fun one.
Yeah. That sidearm out felt good to throw, but it got dropped by that tailwind and didn't work. And Nate just had basically nothing from there.
And got it again.
Yeah, he's got basically the same putt. Apologize for the plane noises. That's just Nate's disc breaking the sound barrier.
That's right.
Or it could be the Air Force Base just down the road from us.
It probably is that.
It could be that. Nate'll just pitch out and try to get a look at it from there.
Justin lining up.
Yeah, he got him to the top ledge with his drive.
It's for a birdie. Oh, Justin, get it.
Oh man, that tailwind just sailed it.
Sure is a pretty disc he's throwing there, though.
So I have nothing. I'm just trying to lay up and
yeah, there you go.
Got out of the trees.
Kind of broke that birdie streak, but hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to little Ryan Higgins back there. Oh, little Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Playing lead cam.
Yep, playing the driver. Is it lead cam? Dale's the catch cam? Is that what it is?
Think that's how it works. I'm not sure.
I don't know the proper terminology.
That's a tricky one, but yeah, who knows? There's Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Shout out to the cameraman.
Yes, sir.
Justin, that's a good par. I'm gonna have to tap in a bogey here.
Well, that's too bad. You know, you got all them birdies and there you bogey.
Yeah, ended the streak. That was a rough spot to end up in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can't pretend like I didn't do it to myself. Tyler gets a par there. I know he wanted that birdie, but that was a really tricky putt he had. And there's Nate tapping in a double. And on we go to hole 16. Nate's sitting at 11 down. I'm sitting at 7. Liebman at 4. And Justin at 3 for the tournament.
Oh, now you're only 4 back. Going into hole 16.
3 left.
333-foot par 3.
Yeah,
well,
this
that's a lot of threes.
See if it's lucky for anyone.
Yeah. And this one here, that's a fun one. Just a nice little left to right shot down into the woods.
Yeah, it's in the left pin today.
Oh, okay. So that's it. You can see it from the tee then. So and that's a fun location in which Justin just showed us that it's not that hard to get to.
Yeah,
that's a pretty nice shot.
It was a good way to play this hole, crashing a sidearm in on the left side. The rest of us don't really have that kind of sidearm.
No, so with a backhand like that, he needs a sidearm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Wind carried that one a little bit right, though. I'm not sure what he threw. I think it was
either like a claymore or
it could have been a mid. I think it was a claymore.
The warship, I don't know. It looked like a mid.
Yeah, this is an MD4, and that wind is really going right to left, so I'm hoping it'll flip over in that wind, which fortunately it did. And
that left you with a decent putt.
Yeah, 35 feet with a low ceiling. So I've got to look at it.
Nate with a thumber.
That's a big thumber. But
man, leaves him outside there.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, right behind a tree.
That's an unfortunate lie for him.
Yeah.
That was rolling to a decent spot and
Old Slim.
just found a tree on the way.
Slim stuck behind some wood here.
I think he's a little closer to the other pin where he's at, but he's going to get up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the easy putt for
Yeah,
Slim.
stuck in a yucca.
Yeah.
No big deal for him. Here's Nate. He's trying to go a little flex around it and just puts it a little too inside. This one is Nate again,
Is that Nate
actually,
again?
and he's just going to end up laying up for a 4. And this is my putt. Like I said, a little bit of a headwind and low ceiling, so I just decided to take my base and not mess with those branches up high. And
smart play.
Leave myself with 25, 30 feet again, and who knows what wind. This is Justin, though, and that is a
No
good
fear.
birdie.
Booming it.
I saw him checking out the backside of that basket like he was trying to measure how worth it was to run the putt, but he ended up making it anyway. So that was a good putt. Tyler will get his par. I'm going to tap in my par. And Nate is right there for his 4. So on we go with 2 holes left.
Oh, man.
Just 17 and 18. A couple of short ones.
Yep. Fun ones, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones here, just fun holes. That's all there is to it.
Hole 17, Justin with the box after a great deuce.
Yeah, that was a great birdie.
And here's the second of the across the canyon holes.
Yeah, this is by far one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Basket's framed right there. If you're short at all, you are way down the hill.
Way down. And Justin's making sure he is not short.
No, sir. That's maybe 25, 30 past, and there's a lot of trees right behind it that
A lot of
make
wood
a
between
comeback
them
putt
there.
tough.
See what old Slim got up his sleeve.
So there's left-right win on this one as there was with the first canyon hole, and he's trying to do the same thing.
So he come up a
Just throw
little short,
sidearm at it.
but he's pin high and easy bird.
Yeah, this is a
Looks like-
P3X trying to play the crosswind. And let it go a little nose up, got a little turned, but
That's not too bad.
it'll...
Hey, didn't roll all the way down.
Yeah,
you're
it'll give me
doing
a
fine.
putt.
Old nasty Nate with the thumber.
Threw a lot of thumbers.
Oh, hey.
Toward the end of the round, he said he was going to start thumbering out, and he ended up, I think, doing it. With the wind that was happening,
Yeah.
this was what was working,
I
so
can't
he went
blame
for
him.
it.
That's a lot of wind to deal
Justin
with.
basically just had to lay up there.
Oh, what do we got here, man? That's a lot of wood, a lot of limbs. And he makes his
Yeah,
birdie.
That was a fun birdie to hit.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Nate was not happy with the par. I don't know if he knew where the score was at this point. I don't think I did know how close it was. I was just trying to make myself feel better after the start to this round.
Yeah.
Justin will get his par there. Straight through the yucca and cactus.
Connor and Tyler with the birdies. Nate and
Mhm.
Justin with the pars.
1 hole left.
Look at you.
Yeah,
2 strokes back.
Which, considering where I wasn't too disappointed with that when I found out what had happened.
And then the funnest hole. Then you have the coolest backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to, you could throw the highest speed driver you wanted to and just crash right into that rock
Oh,
wall.
it's an ace run for sure.
And, park it. But,
Yeah. Look at that distance.
yeah, boy, man, that's a lot of wind.
Oh, man.
That
Tyler
is a
put it
lot of wind.
just down that hill a little bit, which is putting.
Yeah, it's putting.
Mhm,
Not
it's
a
way
problem at
uphill.
all, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a really small flat landing area. There's a high, because you see bluff behind it.
Yes,
Makes
sir.
it tricky. And come on, off the tree. Oh. When I
No,
threw
not
that, I was
so.
hoping I was going
Yeah.
to bounce it off the tree and in.
That'd be cool to get a
Right.
tournament, especially on the
Mhm.
last hole.
Finish it off right.
Well, and that would have put you in the lead. If you'd aced it and he'd have parred it.
It would have. Oh, no, it had tied us.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah,
You're
it
2
would
back.
have.
Okay.
Either way, it is
Even
Justin
by
with another
addition.
one of those swirly putters that he's been throwing. And that kind of got the drop at the end of it as well.
Well, there's some heck of a wind out there, buddy.
Mhm.
What's old nasty Nate going to do here? Line one up.
He's throwing a putter and just
Ow,
kind of
man.
turned it in
Just
the wind, and that sailed to the right a little bit.
big old air bounce killed that
Mhm.
distance.
So here's Nate. I don't think he can see the basket from here. He's kind of on the other side of that ridge. You can see where the basket is right there.
Oh, man.
That's a good layup. He got himself right
Yeah.
on the very small green.
Justin for his birdie.
He's got to go over that rock that's just short of the basket.
That's a tough one.
So worth lining up, especially with that tailwind he's got. It's a fun green to putt at.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes not in a pressure situation.
There he goes with a bird.
Sometimes it is when you do that. That's a good birdie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well deserved.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, he probably couldn't see the bucket. He could probably only see the top half of the chains when he threw that.
That's pretty
Tyler's
down
got
there.
himself a birdie to finish. There's Nate. You can see he had a really solid layup.
Connor. This is more than a 3-foot putt.
Yeah, I know.
Think it out. Oh, good man. Good man. Got your birdie.
Finish with my birdie. I'll be happy about that. And here's Nate. He will tap in his par. And that'll be the winning putt of the tournament right there.
Yep. Right on, Nate. Look at you go, girl.
So there we are. Nate gets under 180 strokes for the tournament. He's at 179, 10 down. I ended up coming back and got within one of him, but just couldn't put enough together late enough to make it happen. Tyler will be in third for the tournament. He'll finish at 6 down. And Justin will finish at 5 down, with both of them shooting decent 78s. And 74 was par out there today. 74 was the hottest score that was hit out there today.
Wow.
It was rough conditions. Shout out to Andrew Herrera, and I can't remember who the other one was. I think one other person shot 74. Go look at the PDG results page if you want to know. Shout out to those guys. That was great shooting. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you at the next Wyoming tournament.
Big Mittens out.